Janitai, Janitai. I think this is a net problem today. Janitai. Janitai. The question was, sorry, today net is very poor. I don't know you all are able to see the this live or not. The question was, then is it possible for a jiva to get the taste of madhurya? Yes, it is possible. And it is possible by raganuga. It is possible by raganuga. Before know about raganuga, we should know what is raga. Raga is a strong desire to serve Lord Krishna according to their own mood or attitude. Spontaneous, not only strong, it is spontaneous, strong desire. According to their own mood means dashya, the mood of a servant, shakya means mood of a friend, vatsalya means mood of a parent, and madhur, mood of his beloved, Shaki or Manjari. So, devotee is free to choose his own attitude. Whatever mood you like spontaneously. I mean, there are many devotees who follows Dashya. Dashya means Dashya Vrindavan. We must remember. Dashya means not only Dashya, servant of Lord Krishna, but Dashya Vrindavan, to follow the servants of Vrindavan. What is the speciality? In Vrindavan, there are no direct servant of Lord Krishna that was there. This is Vrindavan. I am telling again. There are no direct servant of Lord Krishna is there. Direct servant means out of Vrindavan there are direct servant of Lord Krishna. Means they are servant of Lord Krishna. They have direct connection to Lord Krishna. But in Vrindavan it is very much different. What is there in Vrindavan? In Vrindavan, the servant is directly related to Nanda Maharaj. They are servant of Nanda Maharaj. They are made servant of Yashoda, not of Lord Krishna. So, they used to, even though they are their servant, after all, they used to treat Krishna as their son. This is the speciality in Vrindavan, Dashya Vrindavan. But out of Vrindavan, they think Krishna is the Lord. They think Krishna is their Prabhu, or an owner, or you can say the director, like this. But here in Vrindavan, Dashya, they think the King Nanda is our Lord. We are a servant of King Nanda. We are a servant of Ma Yasomati. And Krishna is not our Lord. Krishna, the son of our Lord. This is the speciality of Dasya of Vrindavan. They were servant of Nanda Maharaj. So what was their view regarding Krishna? They used to think Krishna is our son, like our son. Our Nanda Maharaj is, the King Nanda is our Lord, so his son means we should treat him like our own son. It was Dasya and Vatsalya together. This is the speciality of Vrindavan. So one devotee is free to choose. Their devotees are free to choose their own attitude or own mentality or own mood, whatever comes in the mind. Like from the same lila, one lila is going on, Vrindavan lila is going on. Someone can think, if I could be the friend of Krishna, if I could be the parent of Krishna. Some can think, if I could be the Shakhi of Krishna. But we Gaudiya Vaishnava, we should think that I want to be a maid servant of Srimati Radharani. I want to be a very close maid servant of Srimati Radharani, which is called Manjuri. So whatever mood you have, no matter. Among these four, Dasya of Vrindavan, Shakhya of Vrindavan, Vatsalya of Vrindavan, Madhur of Vrindavan. Out of Vrindavan, these moods are also there. Dasya of out of Vrindavan, it is also there. Shakhya, Krishna has lots of friends out of Vrindavan, Arjun and Sridham. Sridham means not from Vrindavan, the Brahmin Sridham. When Krishna was in his Guru's ashram, in the ashram of Muni Shandipani, then he got one batchmate. His name was also Sridham. I am speaking about this Sridham. And Madhur is also there, Rukmini, Satyabhama, and others are Kubja, to Jambavati, there are many. All these moods are there in Vrindavan and out of Vrindavan also. But if you take the word Raganuga, then you must follow Vrindavan. Because the rag is there only in Vrindavan. So what is raga? With your own mode, with your own mental state of situation. If you have very strong desire or very strong thirstiness to serve Krishna, that is called raga. And this strong desire should be spontaneous without any stimulation. Srila Goswami, he gave an example. As material people, means the person who is full of material desires, they don't need to think about material life forcefully. Like eyes. Eyes wants to see something beautiful. You don't need to force eyes to see something beautiful. If something beautiful is there comes in front of eyes, eyes will see. Another example I want to give. Lusty people who are very much attracted to sex. They don't need any stimulation or any inspiration. If it is male, you don't need to tell or stimulate that person to think about girls. Or if it is female, you don't need to boost or insist or inspire that girl to think about boys. Spontaneously, they will think on these points. This is the spontaneous desire, you can say. This is the spontaneous, strong desire. If it is for Lord Krishna, to serve Lord Krishna, that is called raga. And in Vrindavan, I would like to say another one thing. I used one strong. So if it is strong, there could be something soft. If you say this is a good boy, means there are some others also who are not good. I mean, if you are saying this is a good person, means there are some person who are not good. Like this, I mean, in the grantha, it is said strong, very strong. If it is very strong, something soft must be there. What is soft? Soft desire. I want to give you one example. You know the difference between ice and water. If you freeze water, then the water will become ice. If you freeze water, then the water will become ice and strong. That water becomes ice, but they have difference. If you put if you throw one little stone, just before Sunday, I was seeing one video on Facebook in the winter, the whole lake became, on the top of the lake is ice. And they are throwing something, and the top of the lake look like water. It's transparent. When they throw one thing, then the thing and going so far, like if you throw something on stone, and that will be jump from the stone, that thing. Similarly, if you throw some stone on this ice, that will not go in. If you throw some sand on the ice, it will not go in. If you throw some anything on the ice, it will go in. It will not go in. But if it is water, throw a little stone on the water, it will go in. If throw some sand on the water, it will go in the water. You shall not able to see on the top of the water. This is the difference between strong desire for Lord Krishna and soft desire for Lord Krishna. What is strong desire? if something comes on strong desire, it is not possible for this foreign thing or material to go in easily. But if it is water, if you want to throw something in the water, easily it will go into the water. So, if somebody has strong desire, then this materialistic thinking, materialistic desires, they will not enter in your mind, in your desire, in your thirstiness. But the desire, if the desire is hot, then easily they can stay in your mind, and it will not be possible to see out of the water, out of your mind. Means materialistic desire, desire for the money, for wealth, for fame, for position. So if it is raga, then it is not possible it is not possible to enter for anything else but raga or desire for Lord Krishna to enter in your mind. Like if you are very much thirsty, then you shall think about only water, nothing else. If you are very much thirsty, then you shall not think about snacks, you shall not think about cookies, you shall not think about anything else. Then you shall think about water or drinks only, which can make you free from your thirstiness. So, if it is raga, then in that mood, the devotee will only think about Lord Krishna, and the devotee will only think about the service for Lord Krishna. And in Vrindavan, who has this raga, the associate of Lord Krishna, the mood they have, which is their own property, which mood is their own property, that is called ragatmika. It is not possible out of Vrindavan. Ragatmika, it is not possible out of Vrindavan. And seeing their activity, understanding their activity, understanding their mental situation, understanding their deep dedication to the Lord Krishna, understanding their, feeling their thirstiness to serve Lord Krishna, surrendering yourself to the lotus feet of them. Them means whatever mood you have. If you have Vatsalya, then surrender to the lotus feet of Nanda and Jashoda. If you have mood of Dashya Vrindavan, then surrender to the lotus feet of Dash and Dashis. If you have mood of friendship, then surrender to Siddham, Sudam, Dham, Vashudam, Stoko Krishna, Madhumangam, like this. And if you have desire for Madhur Rasa, if you want to serve jugal, then surrender yourself to the lotus feet of Radharani. Surrender yourself to the lotus feet of Radharani. Being very close Dashi of Srimati Radharani, or close maid servant of Srimati Radharani. This is the highest goal for a devotee of Radharani. So it is possible. On reply of this question, it is possible. Then she asked me that the steps are not one. You know, in Bhakti-rasamrita Sindhu, 64 limbs. It is, the description is there. Ado Shraddha, Tata Sadhu Sango, Tata Bhajana Kriya, Tata Nartha Nivrittisya, Tata Nishtha Ruchis, Tata Adhashaktis, Tata Bhavas, Tata Premad Bhudanchati, Sadhako Namayam Premna, Pradurbhavi Bhavat Krama. The description, Ado Shraddha, at first stage is Shraddha, then Sadhu Sangha, then Bhajan, then Anartha Nivritti, then Nishtha, then Ruchi, then Ashakti, then Bhav. At last, one devotee will attain the stage of Prema. Then Bhajana Kriya, on the process, ongoing process to attain the stage of love, this Bhajana Kriya, it has 64 limbs of Bhajana Kriya. If I get chance, then I shall try to explain these 64 limbs. These are the steps. This from the Shraddha up to Prema, these are the steps of attaining love and to be a Raganuga following devotee. Regarding the question of Andres Sesternes, yesterday he called me and he prayed for spiritual name. The Andres Sesternes, I gave him name Anantadash, and he is very much happy. And I gave spiritual name of his wife is Lalita Dashi. So she is also happy. Yesterday they called me and talked to me. I am also very happy to have such devotee, or to meet by phone such devotee full of love. He was crying and my heart has melted seeing the love and devotion of Anantadash. May Lord Nityananda shower His causeless blessings on them and on all of us. So regarding his question, today is tat-prakāśāṁś. Previously we have talked about Bhakta means Srivas, then yesterday Advaita. Today, vande gurūn īśa-bhaktān īśam-īśāvatārakān tat-prakāśāṁś tac-chaktīḥ Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta. So, īśa-bhaktān is Srivas Pandit, īśāvatārakān Advaita, tat-prakāśāṁś, which is called Purusha, called Prakash. Undifferent form is called Prakash, which has no difference between them. Them means the main and the undifferent form of main form is called Prakash. And this is called Prakash. Our Lord Nityananda is Prakash of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu or Sri Kṛṣṇa-caitanya-Mahaprabhu. Means, which is not different from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is Lord Nityananda. Our Nitai, which is not different from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which is, who are the same with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is called Prakash, and it is Lord Nityananda. But this Prakash is divided into parts. One is main, mukhya, and one is, or you can say primary, and one is gowna. Gowna means secondary. Which is primary or the main Prakash? By shape and by mood or attitude are same from the main form, that is called main or primary Prakash. And eternally same, but by shape and by attitude is little bit different. That is called secondary Prakash. So here our Lord Nityananda is by shape, it is little bit different from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and by mood it is also very different. Nitai is Nitai, Akrodha Paramananda, who has no anger, who is always full of Paramananda, the greatest pleasure. Sometimes he is dancing, sometimes he is swimming in Gangaji, sometimes he is playing with little boys, sometimes he was rolling down and putting sand or Raja of Navadvip on his body. Sometimes he is crying in the mood of Anangamanjari. Sometimes he is whispering with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the mood of Anangamanjari, like this. It is different. By mood it is different from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But after all, it is very clearly described in Caitanya-caritāmṛta. Lord Nityananda was not secondary Prakash, or you can say identical form. My English is not so sound or full of many words, so I have to think sometimes. So, but it is said, though there is some difference, even though some differences are there, after all, in Caitanya-caritāmṛta and the whole Gaudiya Vaishnava society, means all Goswamis, all of them, they described Lord Nityananda as a main or primary identical form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is Anangamanjari. He is the main Shankarshan of Chaturguha. He is the Baladev Chandra. He is the Lakshman. he has many forms, you know. So here in Caitanya-caritāmṛta, here in our practices we should think identical form of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu or not the same form of Caitanya Mahaprabhu, that is Lord Nityananda. In the Caitanya-caritāmṛta, when Krishna Das Kaviraj was doing Vishesh Vandana, means special glorifying of Caitanya Mahaprabhu, then he was saying vande Sri Kṛṣṇa-caitanya-nityananda sahadito gaurudai pushpavanto chitro shando tamanto. In that sloka, he very clearly described that Nityananda Mahaprabhu is not different from Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Means Nityananda Prabhu and Caitanya Mahaprabhu together is complete form of Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Means if you take the part of Lord Nityananda from Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu, then Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu will be partly missed. So if you are taking together, then it will be complete Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Here on reply to the question of Anantadas, I would say about Lord Nityananda, I would like to conclude about Lord Nityananda here, and I shall tell Nityananda Tattva separately. Then I shall talk, or I shall try to talk about only on Lord Nityananda. Then, by the by the mercy of Lord Nityananda, whatever comes in my mind, I shall try to describe you. So, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur Shita Mahaprabhu Hare Hare. Jai Nitai, Jai Nitai, Jai Nitai.